Fernando Ramirez sent me and Studio Comics Press, so you should have this, and I do indeed have this. To Dave Sim, and hello to Matt and the folks at Studio Comics. Uh, Here's a second story I did for a quote Legends of Cerebus unquote style book. Cerebus stories done by different people. This is a 13 pager called The Prize, which picks up after the previous one left off. You mentioned the possibility of using the previous 12-page story, which was called The Bag, for a publication to go with a future crowdfunding endeavor, an add on or a prize or something. I'm totally okay with that, but I thought only having a 12 pager was way too short. So I did another 13 pager to go with it. Okay, I should jump in here and say, yes, I've got this communication here with Fernando's comments, but no, I did not get the story called The Prize. I did get the 12-page story called The Bag, and I've had the splash page sitting on the end table right next to me um, since we started talking about this, which was several months ago, and uh, partly wanting to cover it more thoroughly in Please Hold for Dave's Hymn, and partly not really knowing what it is that I'm going to say. So continuing on with your comments, Fernando. I'm not sure what you thought of the bag or what you'll think of the prize, but if you decide to use these stories in a floppy for a future Kickstarter, I wanted to offer you the original art for both stories as additional prizes to buyers. It could be cool to offer each page as separate prizes to help raise even more money or as incentives for your crowdfunder. If you think this is a good idea, I can send you the artwork. That's very, very generous of you. And okay, as I've been getting closer to figuring out, okay, what is it that I'm going to say here specifically? You throw me another curveball, and it's that is an intriguing idea. Um, in a previous video, you said you thought it would be interesting to script a story, dialogue, that someone else drew. You definitely could do it with these two stories as an experiment. Happy birthday, and hope you're doing great. Looking forward to listening to the next question/answer session. Uh, I I like both stories, and I would definitely be interested in working on them. The problem is the number of hours in the day thing. I think one of the things that I would suggest is that you download an actual Cerebus logo to put on the page where it says Cerebus the bag, and um, you use an actual Cerebus logo, because I think that will definitely help the making it look more like a Cerebus story that I did. In terms of rewriting someone else's story, um, yeah, I mean that's one of those things that I always think, well, that'd be interesting. That's something that I could look forward to doing. And now that I'm doing it once a week, a page a week on Ninja High School, the Ninja High School crossover, it's like some weeks this is pretty easy, and some weeks this is like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I know what I want to say, but there doesn't seem to be quite enough room to say it without making it look all crammed in, which I don't want to do. I want the story to have room to breathe. I do solve the problem but it's not one of those things that it. There are occasions when it does just land on the page like that, and there are other occasions when it's like, this is like really, really working for a living. So I would say at the moment, the biggest conflict is, again, there's only so many hours in my day, and there's also only so many Cerebus dollars to go around. So we're already at the point with this Kickstarter, with the Can 12 Vark DeLorean Kickstarter, of I love all of the covers, and I want all of the covers to be available, but I don't want to bankrupt my last 110.95. We'll find out. Cerebus backers. So pitching something else at them, something's got to give at that point. And unfortunately, I think at that point it's apt to be X number of Cerebus backers going, I just can't do this anymore. And, I'm not real good at quitting things, but I'm going to have to quit backing the Cerebus Kickstarters because there's just too much stuff here, and I want all of it. I can't afford all of it. But like I say, I've got the splash page sitting right next to me. The rest of the pages are out back at Camp David in the Please Hold correspondence box. So you are not forgotten, Fernando, and still making my way through this. I'll wait and see when I get printouts of the prize from Studio Comics Press, and then I'll have the bag and the prize to see if that knocks something loose or lets everything fit into place the way it was always intended to fit, or just causes another set of problems. So I appreciate you doing all of this work, and I'm going to maybe suggest that Matt, you could put these up on A Moment of Cerebus, the stories themselves, and see what the Cerebus fans have to say. Maybe as Cerebus fans, they could say, okay, I wouldn't mind supporting something that I think is canon or could pass for Cerebus canon, but this doesn't work for me as canon for reasons A, B, C, D, and E. And Cerebus fans are never shy about letting you know where something has gone astray from their perception of Cerebus. So that would be one of the suggestions that I would make, and we'll just keep picking this up with each of the successive please holds until we finally arrive at a satisfactory solution, both for you and for me and for the Cerebus fan backers. Thanks.